What's up, guys? Saturday morning. I'm heading down to AutoFX to drop my car off down at their shop to figure out what the fuck's going on my ass end of my car. I've had enough, so I'm gonna let Roger and his guys figure it out. They're gonna keep the car until we figure out what the issue is. Yeah, so that's what's going on today. So I won't have the car for hopefully not too long, but definitely gonna be down there for a few days, maybe a week, because they're just gonna kind of work on it in between other stuff. So it's not really booked in, they're just gonna work on it. And if they have to replace parts, do that. If they gotta put the stock ones back in, do that also. I'm not sure what it is, but at this point I've had enough. So let me get the car out of the garage here and we'll get heading down to Hamilton to drop the car off at AutoFX. Nice out now, but it's been raining all night and most of the day, but it's not too bad now. Well, I don't know if you can hear it while I'm driving, but it's still making the noise, so it's frustrating. Time, money wasted. Now I gotta go a few days or a week without my car, but it is what it is. Can you hear that? Like, hear it? It's fucking annoying. That was fun. But I don't know if you can hear it in the camera. Clearly I'm driving right now and you hear nothing. Well, actually, no. I'm doing about 100 kilometers an hour, so 60 mile an hour. I hear it a little bit, which is actually not normal. Normally I don't hear nothing at all at this speed because the car is loud, road noise is loud. So today it sounds like it's getting worse. So it's a good thing I'm taking it down to get looked at. But I will slow down again in a second here and see if it can be picked up in the camera. And no, there's nothing in my trunk to be making this noise. So I don't get it. But let me slow down right here. I'll water out of my cup holder. I'm rolling at 40 kilometers an hour in neutral. Do you hear all the tapping? Like, it sounds like hail is hitting my roof. That's, you know what? That's the best way to describe it. Hail hitting my roof right now. That's what I'm hearing. I don't get it. It's fucking annoying. But yeah, it's going to get looked at. It's going to get fixed. I don't care if it sits there all winter long at this point. It's either it gets fixed or I sell it and buy a new one, because there's no way I could drive around like this. It's so aggravating, and it's actually getting worse and worse as I go along. It wasn't even this bad on the way to Mustang week. And as of plans for yesterday that we made, it looks like Derek and I will be going down to Phoenix, Arizona in April to meet up a buddy of mine, Dennis. And they got a bike thing going down there, and a bunch of drifting on cars. So if everything goes right, that's what we'll be doing, is driving down to Phoenix in our cars. But I mean, that's a long ways away. Things can happen, but the plan is to do that. And then again, Mustang week next September, we'll be definitely doing that again. Here, listen. you come to a stop? Nothing. But no matter how slow you go, so yeah, like I was saying, with potentially going to Phoenix next year and definitely doing Mustang week next year and everything else that we do in between, just cruising around and whatever, I can't do it. I can't drive around listening to this noise anymore. And I'm sure some people don't care, wouldn't drive them nuts, but it does drive me nuts. I don't like that I've got so much money invested into my car and I gotta listen to that. You know, I am contemplating bagging it though, so I might end up doing all of this and then over the course of the winter bag it and then change the suspension again. That's still to be determined, but it is a possibility that it will get bagged. But in the interim, if I don't bag it, or even if I do between now and then, I don't like my car having a problem, especially when every part is new. So that will be getting done. But things that will be getting done to the car over the winter, definitely new rims and tires, because I cannot stand the black on black anymore. Not for me. I know it looks cool on some of the cars. I'm just so over it, and I'm so over seeing black vehicles. The majority of our vehicles in our household are black. So the black car, the black wheels, for me, I'm done with it. So the wheels are going up for sale the second the car comes off the road for the winter. They are niche wheels. They're 19-inch. They're brand new. They've only been on the car this summer. They're in really good shape. I will be selling them and going with something with a different color. Haven't decided yet. I was checking out a lot of cars at Mustang Week, trying to figure out what color I'd want to go. Oh, just hit a chipmunk. Hope that wasn't Elvin. Anyway, yeah, I was checking out a bunch. Saw a lot of really cool cars that were black with different wheels. I'm not quite sure what color I want to go yet, or what wheel I want to go yet. There's just so many out there to choose from. But I definitely will be changing it up because I'm bored. I can't do this black on black anymore. At least not for now. I mean, who knows? Maybe in a couple of years I'll get bored and want black on black again. I don't know. But for right now, I did a season with it, and actually a season and a half because these rims were actually on it last year for a little bit. But yeah, time for a change. Spice it up. Can't keep driving around the same thing, especially when I sell rims and tires. So it get kind of boring after a while seeing the same old thing. I just swapped the tires out on my truck too, and now I'm selling the truck because I'm bored of it too. So, but I've had that for a while. I've only had this 2 years, so I'm not quite bored of the car yet, but I'm definitely bored of the black. I'll continue driving into AutoFX. About an hour from my house, not horrible. Stopping at Starbucks, and then as we get closer to AutoFX, I'll show you guys where it is. So if you ever have any things you want done to your car, mechanical wise, lift kits, lowering kits, superchargers, turbos, nitrous kits, meth injected, you know, whatever you want, they do it all. And they're right there in Hamilton, bottom of the mountain, Centennial. So check them out. I will leave a link of their website or Facebook page in the description on this. They're one of the best in Ontario. Owner's Roger, really good guy. So they do all my work that I can't do. I'm only limited to my own experience, and when it comes out of my realm, I bring my cars to there, or my truck, or my Bronco, or whatever. So, well, I'm in Hamilton. Just put the pull into AutoFX. They do have a meet going on at some point later on today, but I think I'm going to miss that. Wife's coming to pick me up, so I'm just dropping the car off and heading back home, and then we'll come back and get it. So much traffic. Oh, it's so noisy. So that'll be the last you see of my car until it's fixed. Hopefully it don't take too long. Alright guys, it's like 6 days since I dropped my car off at AutoFX. I got the wife with me, the little man in the back. We're heading down to the Bronco to go get my car. It is somewhat fixed. They swapped out the spring isolators. Weirdly enough, they put a Fox body spring isolator in it because they couldn't find ones thick enough to raise my ass end up a little bit. So with all the issues going on, I actually forgot to mention that my ass end of my car was about half an inch lower than it should be. And it had new isolators from H&R, had H&R springs, but for some reason the ass end squatted a little bit more. So they threw a Fox body set in, which raised it up to sit in my car level. It actually sits perfectly now, and the noise is almost completely gone. So I'm not sure if it's because the isolators or if it's because now the pitch is a bit different, so the car's sitting a bit better, but the noise is down to 10% of what it was before. I do have BMR sending me some new bushings. I will show a picture of what I have and what the new ones I'm supposed to have had look like. And I verified those same bushings with Steve over at Lethal Perfomace. He said the same thing, that those are the ones I should have had, not the other ones. So I'm gonna go down and pick up the car, and my wife's gonna take the Bronco and little man, and they're gonna go somewhere else. And I'll get back on once I'm in the car driving it. Well, as you can see, I'm back in the car. It's still making the noises a little bit. Not nearly as bad as what it did, but still needs to be fixed or adjusted or something, because I am hearing it a bit more than I was hoping. So I guess when the parts come in, we'll swap them out. What it is the upper camber links that I do have from BMR. Apparently there's two different versions. One have black bushings, one have red. I've got the one with the black, and that is for basically track racing only. They'll work on the street, but they're noisy. Apparently the red bushing ones, which are the polyurethane bushings, they are meant for street applications. So they look exactly the same, just other than the color. So Kyle from BMR is shipping me out the red bushings to put in my upper cam links to what he thinks, as well as Steve from Lethal Perfomace, both believe if I switch to them, my nose will be almost completely gone. So hopefully that's what's going to do it. I do like the way the car sits and rides now, but you know, if you can hear it or not, but every bump you hit, it is only on the passenger side now, which is so screwed up. All summer was only on the passenger side. Went to Mustang week, came back, decided to take everything apart, re-greased it all, and then it switched from the passenger to the drivers. And drove me nuts because now it's on the driver's side. But I fixed the passenger side somehow. Don't know what I did different. I just greased everything and put it back together. I also did it to the driver's side, and it went away on the passenger side. Driver's side had the noise. And then the day I was taking out the AutoFX, out of nowhere, it was both sides. Now, it's just the passenger side again. I don't hear nothing on the driver's side. Now, I've only been driving the car for about 10 minutes. It had no noise when I picked it up. And like always, for some reason, as you drive the car, the noise will slowly start coming, almost like as if the car's suspension is warming up, is creating friction. So as it gets friction, noise happens. When the car is fully cold, hasn't been driven, there's almost no noise at all. So I don't know what it is. I'm really praying that it is the upper cam links, that the bushings that they're sending me. But I won't know till they get here. And right now, as we all know, Florida's having a state of emergency with the hurricane and stuff, which yesterday they got hit really hard. Today's Friday. They got hit really, really hard yesterday. So they're going to ship them out as soon as they're able to, which I understand. You know, stuff's going on there with BMR and being right in the heart of Florida where the hurricane was. So as soon as they come, hopefully in the next week or two, I'll pop them in, see if that fixes it. Aside from that, the only other option I'm really getting to if I do this, or if it keeps happening, is I either raise the car back up 1 inch, so it's only dropped 1 inch, which is still a nice look, but it's not as good as, for me, what I really like the Slam look. I like my 2 inch drop. I like the no wheel gap. I like how it looks, but I can't stand this noise. Like I said, it's not as bad as what it was, but it's still annoying. So either we get it fixed, I learn to live with it, or I raise it up 1 inch, take out the upper cam links and throw the stock ones back in, and have a tiny bit of camber and just live with that. My buddy Derek's car, he's got his 2022 Eruption Green. He's lowered 1 inch and he's got a mild camber, not horrible. I could live with that. So that might be what happens. We'll see, but that might be what happens, because I don't know. We'll see. But again, I'm not sure if you can hear the bumps and stuff, or the banging, whatever, in the video right now, because like I said, it's not nearly as loud as what it used to be, but it is still there. Like here, I'll put the clutch in, let it idle down, and I'll shut up for a second and see if you can hear it. I'm not sure if you can hear it in that part of the video or not, but it is there. But again, only on the passenger side, not the driver's. I don't know. I guess that's it for now. When I have more news on the car, I'll update you. Until then, like, subscribe, stay weird. Later, guys.